I need the scoop.
A woman's scrunchies mysteriously vanish one by one after her new boyfriend enters the picture. What starts as a minor annoyance quickly becomes suspicious when over 14 hair accessories disappear without explanation. I'm diving into a Reddit story that has everyone questioning what could possibly motivate someone to secretly collect their partner's belongings. Get ready for a relationship mystery with unexpected twists that will make you think twice about the seemingly innocent items that go missing in your home.
About a month ago, I became official with a guy named Tim. Tim is great, really responsible, honest, has a good career, and so far our relationship has been great. However, there's one strange issue. Since I met him, my scrunchies started going missing. It sounds silly, I know, but I always stash scrunchies throughout my apartment. I use them every day and like them to be easily accessible. I have some in my bathroom, both of my bedrooms, my living room, my car, and other places. I probably had more than 20 scrunchies randomly dispersed throughout my home. Now I'm down to just 6, 3 of which were in my car. At first, I thought maybe I just lost 1 or 2, but before long I noticed that entire stashes were missing. It's gotten annoying because anytime I go to reach for one, it's just gone. For example, I have a drawer under my sink where I had kept around 5 scrunchies. I know it sounds excessive, but I tend to take them, tie my hair back, do something else, and take it out in a different room. This assured me I would always have one on hand in the room I usually need them most. I return 5 to this stash on Sundays when I clean if they got moved. The drawer now has none. The only factor in my life that has changed is my boyfriend. My dog doesn't bother them. She's an old girl who mostly just sleeps and doesn't really steal things. Even if she had somehow gotten into drawers and taken to eating them, we'd probably be in the pet emergency room right now, because 14 scrunchies is quite a lot. I don't think anyone is breaking in to steal my scrunchies. I know I haven't lost this many. Is my boyfriend secretly a ferret? What could he possibly be doing with all of these scrunchies? My friends are joking that he has a shrine of me in his closet. One friend thinks that he's stealing them to test if I notice when things go missing and has plans to steal more, which has me sort of sketched out. He's never in my apartment alone, but he's somehow finding enough time to be alone to do this, and for me not to notice. I've already casually mentioned once, I don't know why I can't find any scrunchies ever anymore. And he just said, "Oh, I don't know." So I think we're beyond me simply asking if he's seen them. He would probably just say the same thing. I'd have to ask him outright, "Did you take them?" And at that point, it comes off as accusatory. The relationship is still fairly new, and I don't want this to be a situation where it's potentially someone else doing something really weird, and I've accused my partner and ruined our relationship. He's planning on coming over tonight, so I'm definitely going to inconspicuously ask him where they've gone. At this point, if he says he doesn't know, I'm just going to set up a camera because either he's lying and needs to be called out, or someone unwelcomed is in my apartment stealing my stuff. Unless there's some other creature sneaking in and stealing, it's definitely a person's doing. A lot of people have suggested he might be tidying them up, but this is honestly impossible because they're nowhere to be found. I have a fairly large apartment, but unless he's storing them in a vent or something, they're just straight up missing. Does anyone have any ideas? I was going to confront him, but I don't want to accuse him of something so silly. But I also just don't get it. Help.
The Reddit community rallied around the original poster with theories ranging from innocent to deeply concerning about her boyfriend's strange behaviour. As she gathered her courage to confront him, the tension between curiosity and fear of what she might discover grew stronger. Just hours after posting, a conversation that began with casual questioning would lead to a confession that few could have predicted.
I had a talk with my boyfriend tonight about my missing scrunchies. I had planned to do this anyway, but when I discovered the last batch of missing scrunchies this morning, I snapped and just wanted to get some ideas of what he could be doing with them. I didn't want to approach it via text or while either of us were working, so I figured I'd just wait until this evening to approach him. A lot of people told me that I should be able to talk to him, but since our relationship is still so new, I just didn't want to approach it at first. Most people were wrong about what was happening, but a few beautiful, twisted people got it right. Here's my best recollection of the conversation. Me. I keep losing my scrunchies and it's driving me nuts. Have you seen any of them around? Him. Not really. Don't you have one on your nightstand? Me. Yeah, but I used to have a lot more and now they're missing. It's so weird. At this point, his demeanor kind of changed. To be fair, I was staring him down, and he knew that I knew something was up. He just shrugged at me. The change in his demeanor gave me enough of a sense that I just flat out asked him why he was taking them. He initially tried to say that he didn't take them. Then he tried to say he was accidentally taking them and said he would put them on his wrist and forget to take them off. I pressed him, saying I never saw them on his wrist, and I always kiss him goodbye, so I would notice. He looked like he was about to start crying and kept saying he didn't know, which didn't make sense because he clearly did know something. I got frustrated and raised my voice and demanded to know what was happening, at which point he admitted he was with them. I just kind of stared at him, and for a second I was glad that I had discussed this situation with others, because the initial shock wasn't as bad since it had been brought to my attention that this is, apparently, somewhat common. I had him explain further, and he said that one night early on, he was at my place and we had made out, but I told him I didn't want to have sex. He went to the bathroom and had looked around for something to use as lube. I only had scented lotions around and he was worried I'd noticed that he smelled like them, so he chose the next best thing, which I guess was my ultra plush towel scrunchie. After he defiled my poor scrunchie, he apparently panicked, rinsed it out, and put it in his pocket. I guess this experience ignited something within him, because he started taking them to with. When I asked why he didn't just keep using the same one and wash it, or buy his own pack, he said that it felt better because it was mine. Cute, I guess. He told me he would never take another one, and apologized profusely for being weird. He even offered to buy me new ones. While he wasn't as manipulative or scary as some people thought, I still don't love that trust has been broken so early on, and that he stole from me, regardless of the reason. I asked for space, and he left. So, yeah, I don't really know what I plan to do from here. He does still have the scrunchies, so I guess going forward he could recycle them if we stay together. But, in all honesty, I'm not sure how I feel about continuing this relationship. While this particular issue might seem minor to some, it's concerning that he was stealing from me and then lying about it when confronted. This isn't my first experience with problematic relationships either. In the past, I've dated some truly concerning individuals, from one who gave off serial killer vibes and talked about killing people, to another who actually put laxatives in my food to make me sick, to yet another who abandoned me during a mass shooting. So, I'm trying to be more careful about red flags in relationships now, even seemingly small ones like this scrunchy situation.
Sometimes the strangest behaviours reveal themselves in new relationships, teaching us the importance of open communication and respecting personal boundaries. If you've ever experienced unusual behaviour from a partner, share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to catch more revealing relationship stories that expose the unexpected sides of human behaviour. Check out our recommended video for more tales about trust and the unusual ways it can be broken.